first piece we're presenting during the New Genre Festival is called Homemade, and it's by a group out of Portland, Oregon that has been really gaining a lot of attention lately with their amazing dance performances. The group is bringing to Tulsa the two dancers that are basically exploring the complexities of a relationship that is based on autobiographical experiences of two co-directors spanning their 14 years of being together. It really looks at the frustrations and the irrationalities and the beauty and the passion, as well as the boredom and everything that really goes into a man and woman's relationship. The score is composed by one of the directors, Philip Kraft, and then the choreography is by the other co-director, Angel Hebert. It is a beautiful piece. I've seen the whole piece, and they start out with their clothes on, and eventually the piece is totally nude. And the dancers' bodies are absolutely phenomenally beautiful. The two musicians they're bringing with the group have beautiful voices, and it's just going to be, an hour and 15 minutes of incredible beauty. We're doing something new this year with the New Genre Festival. We're making the tail end of one exhibit part of the festival, and then we're starting the opening of the next exhibit. We have two exhibits that we're having a closing for, You Complete Me, by a group from Wichita, Kansas called HAL, or Hack Art Lab, and they are using all kinds of technology and exploring the relationships between that and the role that cooperative work plays in the creative endeavors. So they're using microcontrolled sensors and pure data or real-time graphic programming to create an environment of audio, video, and graphic processing. North Gallery will have an exhibit called Eye for Eye, which is a collaborative partnering with the Tulsa Opera. And they're branching out, they're trying to become more varied in their approach to opera, and they're putting on the contemporary opera Dead Man Walking. Eye for Eye is a visual exhibit that corresponds to the opera in that it's about capital punishment. Live cinema is a work by several different individuals that are working with a completely experimental way of improvisation. The videographer is Charlie Woodman. He will be using science fiction footage and television images to perform this video live. And while he's performing this video, there will be 4 musicians playing saxophone, guitar, trombone, and a MIDI cello. These are fantastic hand-picked musicians from New York. Our dance committee from Living Arts has picked 4 Tulsa dancers who will do improvisational dance, so that should be a really amazing piece. The other part of the second weekend is a very interesting artist from Chicago, Erica Mott, who works a lot of times with performance art, dance, puppetry, and is going to create an environment where people can enter in to and participate in for a piece called Revised and Revisited. The piece actually traces visceral memory and ancestry, incorporating chalkboards as metaphoric palmosets and suitcases as stages, dresses as scripts, old records as texts, and family photographs as puppets. She tells the echo of a story half remembered, one compromised of fragmented histories, fictions, locations, and identities. She's working with the concept of cultural erasure and what happened to people who moved to the Americas that then gave up either by choice or forcefully were forced to lose their identity from whatever country they came from or whatever background they're from. But it goes farther than that. It really talks and speaks to displacement of our own people that have been here and maybe have a disability, or maybe they have a speech impediment or something that they feel displaced from the rest of society for any reason. So it really goes and speaks to a wider subject matter than just immigration. And she's going to give some fantastic workshops while she's here in town. And that's the end of the second weekend.
This is the rice paper skin peeling away and bruising to the touch. This is the black eye given in the third trimester. This is the head that shakes, full of worry that her baby daughter...
The second weekend opens with an installation by Benjamin Entner called Still Life Graphite on Paper. And this is an inflatable sculpture environment which he's going to build while he's here with the help of the community. And so people can come in and help him build these pieces. It is an unusual material. He's working with Tyvek, which is normally used in the construction industry for insulation for buildings. And yet he's going to be working with these and putting graphite on them and then blowing them up with hair dryers and maybe vacuum cleaners. That'll be a fantastic exhibit in the South Gallery. And then in the North Gallery, we have an installation artist, Laura Tanner, who is working with mixed media pieces that she looks at as quilts, but they resemble many different materials that are combined together in very quirky and unusual ways. And she calls her exhibit Darned Delicates. And she'll be working with paper and ink and cotton thread, latex paint, sewing needles, contact paper, mylar, just about anything that she finds. And we're really excited about her coming also. We also have Michael Cooper, who will be opening an exhibit down at the Tulsa Artists Coalition. Michael's work is a comparison of transportation means in Tulsa and then also New York City. This is going to be black and white photography as well as video, some of it live from New York and some of it pre-recorded here in Tulsa. So that should be really wonderful installation down at TAC. I'm the next step away. Kathy Rose, who is a Philadelphia artist, she has a piece that she's going to do at the Nightingale Theater called The Cathedral of Emptiness and Interiosity. And what she does is she works with video where she embeds her own body and face into an environment of video, which is a non-narrative, poetic, choreographic fantasy. She is the figure basically moving in this complex and very surreal environment, including forests of arms and glinting towers of water and moon faces. And it's a very surreal, almost Butoh type of movement in a no theater type of environment.
I'm going to tell you a story, so please come close. I burst.
Lindsay Allgood, our final performance of the New Genre Festival, in a piece that she has called Palpitations. She's exploring the inner life of the feminine psyche. It's a one-woman performance, draws on movement and voice and symbolic materials to weave an abstract narrative that wades through memory and emotion. And she's really the only person that is actually from Oklahoma in the New Genre Festival this year. She's a Norman artist.